everybody. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Janice. I'm one of the occupational therapists at Progressive Pediatric Therapy. And we are coming at you pre-recorded from my home. This is my son Axel, and this is my son Troy. Axel is 4 years old, and Troy is 8 months old. So as you can tell, we have a very lively household, probably looks a lot like yours. So today for our activity, we are going to make pizza together. Handling food is a wonderful way to increase a child's comfortability with food. If they're having difficulty accepting certain foods, it's a great sensory activity for kids who are needing to explore more tactile experiences. And then one of the main skills that cooking builds for especially our older kids is something called executive functioning skills. These skills that we use to get things done. So it involves things like attention, planning, prioritizing, and executing our plan. So multi-step tasks like cooking really exercise that skill. So we have our own recipe for homemade pizza. You can pretty much make yours. You'll need for your pizza some cheese, some dough. We use just a dough from Publix. We use the kind that you have to roll out, which is fun, but you can also find the dough that is pre-rolled or even pre-cooked. Get some of your favorite toppings. We have here some tomatoes, some mushrooms. We have some shredded spinach and some olives. Those are the toppings that we enjoy. You can certainly pick all of your own. Then we have some red sauce, some oil, and some flour. Oh my goodness, Troy. Troy's really interested in what his big brother's doing, and that is life. It's classic. Yeah, what's he doing? Yeah, this is pretty much what cooking looks like in our home too. So before I start managing the food itself, I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven, which I've already done, to 375 degrees. Now, if you're working with a child under the age of 8, you want to handle the oven. And then as they're older than the age of 8, you can help them practice with some of those things and teaching them the safety rules of that. So I've preheated our oven. And then we're going to go ahead and oil and flour the pan. But here I have some oil. And I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons, but I never measure. Let's be real. I just kind of splash it on. But about 2 tablespoons. Just make sure that the oil gets everywhere. And then Axel, I wonder if you can help me. I've got to sprinkle some flour on this pan. So Axel's going to get us some flour. And what I want you to do is I don't want you to just sprinkle it like this. Can you do that? No. There you go. Cool. Keep it up, dude. You got it. Nice. And if there are any parts that you see that don't have flour, just go ahead and sprinkle them over there. You got it. All right. You can put the scoop back in the flour bag, Axel, and make it spread around a little. See how our flour is spreading around the pan. And it's sticking because we put the oil on first, which is kind of cool. So we've got our pan all ready to go. Now we're going to get our dough. Take it out of the package, put it right on the pan that we just put flour on.
The dough needs to be nice and flat.
Oh, it needs to be nice and flat. Now, using a rolling pin is so much fun for all ages and for all abilities, really, too. It's a wonderful activity for building postural strength and upper extremity strength.
I think now we have to stretch it.
Yeah, sure. Axel has a technique. Sometimes if the rolling pin isn't working for him just right, he'll stretch it out with his hands. You can also pick it up and you can pull it in all directions, kind of stretching it little by little, and then you can take it to the rolling pin again. Yeah. Go for it, Axel. You got it. So Axel is showing you how you can actually push forward and back. You can push going to the right. You can push going to the left. Just looking for areas of the dough that need to be more flattened and spread more thinly. And this is, again, really wonderful exercise for even for crossing your midline, because both of those hands need to be holding firmly to the rolling pin. And so when you're pushing your rolling pin to the left, to the right, especially if you're seated, and rolling that rolling pin, really nice opportunity for crossing midline, engaging trunk muscles, yeah, and practicing grasp strength. Looking pretty good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Awesome. So Axel did a great job rolling out our dough. You can decide based on how big you want your pizza and how thin you want your pizza crust, how much you want to roll it, okay? So the next step in your recipe is you are going to put some red sauce on your pizza. All right, so Axel, go ahead and take a scoop. Woo, family pizza night. Let's plop it right on there. Best part about pizza, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just the way you like it. You can, some families like a lot of sauce, some families only like a little bit. All right, so the next thing we need, this is our favorite part, I think. Well, it's my favorite part. I don't know about you, Axel. We need our cheese. Now, anytime you're cooking, if you have any goals for hand strength, grip strength, opening packages is a wonderful way to practice that. Really practicing these skills within activities that matter to us. Yeah, there we go. Now, if your child has difficulty handling different textures, you can use gloves for them. You can give them a deep pressure hand massage right before you do activities like this. Or they can use a spoon. There's lots of ways. And as they engage with the food little by little, it's going to help tell their brain, each exposure is going to help tell their brain that these textures are safe, and they will become less noxious over time. All right, so like I said, you may have a whole list of different toppings than us. So pick the toppings that you like best. But we really like, what do we like, Axel? Olives, yeah. Spread them out. Oh yeah.
I don't like mushrooms.
You don't like mushrooms?
No.
That sounds good. So I'll just take them off of yours. I'll just spread it right around. There you go. And we all like spinach in this house, especially cooked spinach. So we're good with that.
And I like cheese.
I wonder how your pizza is looking, guys. Maybe you're cooking along with us. Axel's over here eating the cheese. That's usually what I end up doing when I make a pizza. Just sitting back and eating the cheese. Well, that was quite an adventure. I hope you enjoyed our time together. Our pizza is ready to go in the oven. Again, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, or if you want to send us or post a picture of your finished pizza in the comment section below, that would be so fun. All right, happy pizza eating. Bye. Axel, you want to say bye?
Bye.